it's time to talk about the happenings in my house again. Hey guys, for today's video I'm going to be giving you a little update on some happenings that were occurring inside our home. This is another little paranormal update. I'm not guaranteeing any of these things were paranormal. I'm not guaranteeing that they weren't. I'm just sharing some strange occurrences in my home with you guys because some of you wanted to get an update. And these things have since been remedied because something just kind of pushed me over the edge to go ahead and do a full saging and some other things that I was taught by the mentor to, get rid of any negative energy or anything of that nature. And since everything has stopped. But during the month of August we did experience a few little things I was going to tell you about. And one of the things I personally was experiencing that I really don't like is on, I think, 2 or 3 nights I heard what sounded like my dad calling out to me, and he used to do that when he was upset. If you've read my book you would probably understand, but I don't know, I just didn't like the way it sounded because it was just like he was here and he was upset again and he was calling out to me. I heard that, like I said, 2 or 3 nights, and that just really creeped me out because it's one of those things that I guess I could have been overthinking the situation and thought I heard it, but that's just something that happened that was a bit strange, and that was one of my personal experiences. Another thing that happened during this month was I was watching Netflix with my son, and I kept hearing this like pecking on the wall, kind of like a knock, but it wasn't a full knock, more of a hard peck, I would say. And I actually heard it a couple times, so I stopped the movie. I paused it so I could listen in and see if I could locate where the sound was coming from, because I was going to go try to figure out what was creating that noise. And as soon as I paused, I guess my son knew, because he seemed to have heard it too, because the second I pressed pause on the movie, he said, "No, Mommy," he said, "just ignore it, it's the bad spirits." So that was a little freaky to hear, and I did what he said. I ignored it, and I didn't, pressure him into telling me anymore. I don't like to ask him anything or try to, I just feel that that might make him add to the story or something. I just always let him tell me what he has to tell me and try to leave it at that. But that was one of the creepy things that happened. And the third thing was something that I mentioned in my previous video, the 5 creepy things children have said or kids have said, and that was about things that my son had said in particular. And he had told me that he couldn't go in his room anymore because the shadow man lived there now, and that just really bothered me. So that's what actually initiated me to go ahead with the saging and other aspects of getting rid of anything that might be negative inside the home. But while he had said that, the next day, my dog Jagger, which he's right here, I'll let him make his little debut, but he's a little camera shy, so I guess I'll tell his story for you. But Jagger never barks. For a Chihuahua, he's one of the most laid-back Chihuahuas. That's the first time I'd ever heard him bark. But he was looking into the bedroom, which was my son's room, and he was just kind of low-key growling, and all of a sudden he just started barking and looking in there, and he kind of like hunkered down as he barked. It's just really creepy, and that's when I decided that we needed to go ahead and solve any issues in case there was any negative energy lingering around. So, like I said, it's since been remedied, and that's basically all the things that I can remember that's happened that stood out to me, except my son's ordinary things that he sees. He still speaks of sharp bubbles daily, and I did get a request from a lovely lady to have him draw a picture of sharp bubbles, how he sees them, for you guys, so I'll include that clip at the very end of this video. But he did draw them. The ones he drew, he called protectors. He says he sees the good ones and the bad ones, and the good ones are the protectors, which get rid of the bad ones. So the ones he drew are considered the protectors, and they consist of 2 colors instead of 1, he was explaining to me. So I'll insert that picture at the end of this video for you to check out his version of sharp bubbles and what he perceives them as. He just drew what he perceives. So I'll let you guys check that out at the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not already. I post a new video every Wednesday and Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.